And Neil Anderson joins us live this morning from Swamico. Hi, Neil.
Hey, good morning. Well, at least the weather's starting to warm up a little bit, and I can tell you that, when you look at professions and being outside and working, and I know you've seen the construction workers working outside in this weather, but I'll tell you, one of the toughest jobs out there is a zookeeper position, especially in this weather, because you still have to come out and you've got to take care of the animals in the exhibits. And you'll really feel for those guys with the weather pattern that we do have, because their day, begins. They don't get into like a nice warm vehicle and drive around the zoo and unload their food and everything. They've got an open air cart, and so they're going to have to deal with the elements from the start of their day. They probably have to unlock about 50, 60 locks during the day. So you imagine when it's cold and trying to open locks and get in. And now we're inside our North American aviary. You can check out the animals in here, but from our zookeeper end of it, they would have to come in, make sure they're checking everybody out, making sure that, the water is open, that all animals have access to fresh water, some warm water, and that all the life support systems are in place to deal with this bitter cold. A lot of animals have need adaptations, and we're going to talk about, in the next segment, about the waterfowl and, how do they, stand these real cold temperatures. And normally, what you think about, like in the waterfowl that you see here, is that, they would go ahead and migrate to go to warmer places. But really when they're migrating, what that is they're really looking to find food sources, that in this case, when things freeze up, they wouldn't be able to find their normal food source. So that really kind of drives the whole migration of birds. But they have some real interesting adaptations to handle the cold, and you think they might be uncomfortable, but they're really not. Now, one of the things that we do also throughout the whole park is we have a lot of supplemental heating that's going on. And you can take a look just in here. We have a lot of different heat lamps set up. So if the waterfowl, if they would like to get underneath the heat lamps and warm up a little bit, they can. And then you can take a look down here. We have, you can see on the rail, we have a turkey vulture. That's an area that he's laying, or I should say that he's perching right now. And down beyond there, we also then have, you might be able to get a look here, is the eagle. An eagle is perching as well. But one of the things that we've got to make sure with them is they have proper size perches so that they can cover their toes so they do not get frostbite. But we're going to talk about the next segment is why the waterfowl, they don't get frostbite even when they're standing on the ice in this bitter cold that we've had the last couple of days.
How are your ears right now?
Not too bad.
You need a hat.
I can't feel them. Yes, I do. I certainly do.
Neil, thanks a lot. We'll check back with you next hour, okay?
Hey, sounds good.
See ya.